Hey, this is Movie Edge, and this is another A2Z video. Yeah, it is going to be the letter R. So, feels like we're halfway there, more than halfway there. And this video's, I got 2 stacks in front of me, so this not going to take as long as the P's did. The P's were long. But this shouldn't take me that long. I'm going to start off with like a stack of Kino Lorber stuff. Just happened to be that way. If you haven't seen this movie yet, I recommend you check it out. It's got this is Alan Arkin's first movie, and he actually got nominated for an Academy Award for it. Carl Reiner, Eva Marie Saint, Brian Keith, Jonathan Winters, Ben Blue, among others. And it was directed... Where's the director? I don't recognize that director. But anyway, it's The Russians Are Coming. The Russians Are Coming. Great freaking movie. I mean, a lot of these people in this cast were in It's a Mad, 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 Mad World. This is from 1966. It's 126 minutes. And it's on Kino. So if you haven't seen this one and you like 1960s classics, I highly recommend you check this out. Next, a James Belushi, John Ritter movie that took a long time to get on Blu-ray, but we finally did, in widescreen, Real Men, where James Belushi is this, like, want to say CIA kind of person, and John Ritter gets involved and stuff. Very funny movie. It's from 1987, 85 minutes. If you haven't even heard of this movie, it's well worth checking out. It's a great comedy. Another one that's a great comedy from 1986, filmed in Chicago. Well, most of it was filmed in Chicago. Some of it was filmed in Florida. But I'm talking about Gregory Hines, Billy Crystal, Running... Oh, my finger's in the way. Running Scared. Great action comedy. And, yeah, it's got... the rest of the people on here are not really famous, but... but anyway, great movie. If you haven't seen this movie, the cop car, their cop car is on a chase, and they start going on the L tracks to chase this other car. It's amazing scene in that movie. This has audio commentary by the director, featurette as Billy Crystal's outtakes, which is worth watching alone. Selected electronic press kit scenes. Original theatrical trailer. Yeah, this is a classic from '86. 170 minutes. Gotta check it out. Alright, and all the road movies I have here, I don't think these are in order, but they might be. Road to Singapore. This was movies that were put out by Paramount to, they started in 1940, 1940. Let's see. Yeah, 1940 they started. And this is for people that couldn't travel, couldn't see the world. This would bring a little piece of that world or that culture to them in the movies, and you forget about your life and blah, blah, blah. And these were also really popular during World War II. Bing Crosby, Dorothy Lamour, Bob Hope. Great movies. So I highly recommend checking them all out. So that was Road to Singapore. They did Road to Zanzibar. One of my personal favorites, very funny, Road to Morocco. Road to Utopia, Not one of my personal favorites, but it's good. Uh, Only one that they shot in Technicolor. No, this one's not. This is the only one that Bob Hope got the girl. Usually it's Bing Crosby got the girl. Bob Hope got the girl in this one, and it's Road to Rio. And finally, the one that lost its copyright a long time ago, but Kino Lorber put great restoration into this. They even put the Paramount sign at the back at the beginning, and it is Road to Bali. It's got special features on it. It's got a Bob Hope promo on it. It's got audio commentary by a film historian, and it's from 1952 in 91 minutes. This is a funny one. It's got a lot of cameos in it. You got people like Humphrey Bogart, Dean Martin, Jerry Lewis, Jane Russell. There's some other people I just can't find it on here, but yeah, the cameos in this are great. Just awesome. And then this one is the last in the series, and but this one was not made by Paramount. It was made in 1962, released by UA and some independent company, and it was Bob Hope, Bing Crosby, and Joan Collins in Road to Hong Kong. Dorothy Lamour was in this one, but she's only a special guest. She sings in one of the parts, so yeah, it's a shame she didn't do the whole movie, but yeah, this is a good one to check out too. But the price on this one, because it's Olive Films, I think it's going out of print soon, and the price on this is going very high. So that was all the road movies. This version I have not seen. I know there was another version of this. Chris Klein, Jean Rene, LL Cool J, Rebecca Romaine Stamos. It is Rollerball. Got this for $1. Dollar Tree. Can't beat that. It's a John McTiernan film, the director of Die Hard. Got two comedies here. Ride Along 2. Ice Cube and Kevin Hart. This is a classic 80s comedy. Wasn't that long of a movie. It was only 90 minutes long. There was talk about remaking this, but they never did. At least I haven't heard anything else about it. Revenge of the Nerds. This had some really graphic nudity in it from women, not guys, but from women. Some graphic nudity in it, and yeah, very funny jokes. It's just Robert Carradine, Anthony Edwards, Ted McGinley from Married with Children, and he was on Happy Days for a couple seasons. And you got I forgot his name. It's not listed on here. Damn it! Guy who played Booger. He was also on the TBS show King of the Nerds. He also does a voice on American Dad now, which for the life of me I can't remember his name, but he's right there. Good movie, great it's an all-around great comedy, and if they do remake it, probably gonna ruin it. The Ruins, great horror movie. Red Dawn, this is the original with Patrick Swayze. Great. They didn't need to remake it, but they did anyway. It's another funny movie if you haven't seen this one. It is Ren Wilson, The Rocker, and you've got there's Christina Applegate in there. There is Jeff Garlin, Josh Gad, one of his early roles. Emma Stone, another one of her early roles. And it's just a great movie. The Rocker. This is out of print now. I had a hard time getting another copy of this because the original copy that I had got it from Second and Charles, but it started cracking and deteriorating. So they must have buffered the hell out of it. So I had to find it online. I paid like 20 bucks for this, so it really wasn't that bad. Brand new disc in here. This I put in just to have. It's a DVD copy. Both unrated. If you haven't seen Road Trip, look it up online. See if you can check it out somewhere. Very funny movie, especially the unrated version. Tom Green, does he even do anything anymore? I don't know. Maybe he's got a show in Canada? I don't know. Tell me below. This, I found at the Dollar Tree. If I would have known it was a foreign film, I wouldn't have gotten it. But it looked interesting. A royal affair. And this is the chick from Ex Machina, which her name would be on here somewhere. Alice. Oh man, that's small writing. Vikander. She's in this. She was in Ex Machina, but this is an all French film. There is no dub on here. There's subtitles. So yeah. Red. It's actually a DC comic. It got a great cast in there. You got Bruce Willis, Morgan Freeman, John Malkovich, Helen Mirren. Great cast. And then, what comes next? Red 2. Bigger cast. Bruce Willis, John Malkovich, Maria Lewis Parker, Catherine Zeta-Jones, Bang Hun Lee, Anthony Hopkins, and Helen Mirren. So, yeah. This one I still need to check out. I checked out the first one, but the second one I never got into. And that's another, it doesn't, does it? Doesn't? No. It doesn't say DC on here at all. So maybe the first one was DC and the second one DC didn't have nothing to do with. Don't know. This I seen. Kind of a cheese fest. Had Jeffrey Dean Morgan in it. That's why I wanted to check it out. Negan versus The Rock, you know. Rampage. Pretty fun movie. Popcorn flick. That's all it is. This movie, I only seen bits and pieces of it. It's Race. It's about the 1936 Berlin Olympics, where Jesse Owens won the gold medal for racing, and Hitler was pissed. He was racist against everybody, especially because he was black and he was from America and he won the gold. Yeah, really. I know the story. I already know the story, but I want to see how they depict it in this movie. And there's some great casts in here. Stephan James, Jason Sudeikis in one of his like straight roles, not a comedy. Jeremy Irons and William Hurt. Yeah, this is an incredible true story. So, yes. This is the only Rocky one I got. It's Rocky. I might get that box set one day, but it's not important for me right now. This is the 40th anniversary edition, and this won for best. It won an Academy Award, damn it, didn't it? Nominated for 10 Academy Awards. This 1976 Best Picture winner. Okay, Best Picture winner 1976. There you go, Rocky. Who directed this? Not Sylvester Stallone, but Sylvester Stallone wrote it. I think the first one is the best one. Just my opinion. Real Steel. Seen this on cable. It was okay, so I decided to pick it up. Yeah, nothing more to say about that. This is a great set. I've seen all these movies, but they weren't available here. Only 1 and 3 were. 2 was never released, and I don't know why. This is the this is a great set. Check that out. Check all the discs out. Plus, there's a bonus. Oops, there is a bonus disc special feature in here. So yeah, Rush Hour. trilogy. I'm trying to put in the bottom, but no, there's no bottom. Rush Hour trilogy, great movies. If you haven't seen them all, I highly recommend to get this version of it because it's more compact than having all three. All right. I don't care what anyone freaking says. I love this movie. It's R.I.P.D. You have Jeff Bridges, Ryan Reynolds. The only thing that bothers me is that Jeff Bridges does that stupid accent for like a ton of movies now, and you can barely understand what he's saying sometimes. But yeah, this is a great movie. It's like Men in Black, but they're dead, and they become other people, and you see them as other people. So this was a Jeff Bridges character. This was Ryan Reynolds' character. But the thing of it is, this guy right here, this Asian guy, he's been in a lot of movies, man. A hell of a lot of them. He's actually been on a lot of TV shows, too. Kevin Bacon is in this movie. Mary Louise Parker. Can't pronounce that name. But, yeah, it is a great film. I wanted to see it in 3D at the theater, but never happened. This one, The Revenant, I know I'm going to hear feedback from this. I haven't seen it yet. But the reason why I haven't seen it yet, because I just recently updated it to 4K. So I wanted to see it in the best quality possible. If someone's going to get torn up by a bear, it better look good, man. I just kept the case from the Blu-ray that I had. So it had a case. Or slipcover. I'm losing my mind now. Jerry Lewis, Rockabye Baby. Really great Jerry Lewis solo movie. This is like one of 3 or 4 after he broke up with Dean Martin. You got Marilyn Maxwell in here. She did a really good job. And you got some other... His actual son, Jerry Lewis's son, is actually in this movie in a small part as, you know, he was younger. You know, they had a little flashback scene, so, yeah. Rockabye Baby. Really good movie. Never mind. Just looking at something. This one, don't think I've ever seen, but I got it off of Kino Lorber, and they had a sale. From 1995, it's 108 minutes. It is Peter Falk, D.B. Sweeney, roommates. Who else is in here? Julianne Moore and Ellen Burstyn. It's got audio commentary by star D.B. Sweeney. Original theatrical trailer. Rest in peace, Peter Falk. You were great. Great actor. Now we're getting to the Resident Evil movies. Everyone knows about these. So he's got Resident Evil 1. Resident Evil Apocalypse. This has to be my favorite one out of the series. Resident Evil Extinction, where they're in the desert of Las Vegas and everything's like freaking abandoned and stuff. That's my favorite one out of all of them. Was it this one? Resident Evil Afterlife? Yeah, I don't know if it was this one. Resident Evil Afterlife. This is a 3D version. Was it this one? I don't know. One of these was incredibly boring because the whole time they were spending the movie on a rooftop. But this is Resident Evil Retribution, and this is kind of a disappointing one. I actually, at the time, I had to have the 3D version, even though I wasn't getting any 3D stuff, like no TV and stuff like that. I had to have the last one in 3D to match the last 2 that I bought, and this actually comes with a bonus disc. Resident Evil, the Final Chapter. Not the greatest title in the world, but yeah, this was a UK only edition because you can't get the 3D version here, which I'm surprised about. This is all region, in case you're wondering. The This is the bonus disc that it comes with. I guess there's a bunch of extras on there. Blu-ray, 3D, and yeah, that's it. Just those three. Slipcover has a great texture to it. It's kind of like a rubber feel to this. But yeah, if you're looking for the 3D version of Resident Evil, the final chapter, the only way to get it is the UK, and it's well worth getting it just for the bonus disc alone. Whew. Okay, got one more pile here, and then we're done with the R's. And we're going to start off with one of my favorite Touchstone movies, next to Disorganized Crime. Romy and Michelle's high school reunion. Mia Sorvino and Lisa Kudrow. They're awesome in this movie. Just fun. Just a great fun movie. Janine Garofalo's in it. And, damn, they don't list anyone else. I know there's a lot of people in this movie, but yeah. This is a great movie. If you haven't never seen this movie, it's a great comedy. It'll take you back to high school. You know, if you're already in high school, it's not going to do anything for you. But if you're out of high school 20 years later, you know, it's going to bring back memories for your reunion and stuff. This is all region and 92 minutes. It's rated R, only for language. Janine Garofalo is hilarious in that movie, actually. Robin Williams, RV, an underrated comedy that he made later in his career. It's got Jeff Daniels in it, which is pretty funny as well. Cheryl Hines. No one else really famous. The kids, I think she was on Disney Channel at one point. I don't know where the boy's from, but yeah, Will Arnett is in this as well. But it's an underrated comedy. This one I haven't seen yet. Rob Roy. I just picked it up at Big Lots for Liam Neeson. So, I don't know. Red Sparrow with Jennifer Lawrence. Picked this one up at Dollar Tree. It's cheap, $6.99. This is the RoboCop remake with Michael Keaton. And who else is in this? Gary Oldman, Samuel Jackson. I don't see anybody else. But this, you know, it was okay. It was okay remake, and I guess they want to go for the R rating this time. So, whatever. It was an okay movie. And then I got, believe it or not, I got this from Dollar General for like $5 1 year. And it is RoboCop Trilogy Collection, where you got Slip. All the slips here. You got RoboCop, the original. I think it's director's cut because it's unrated. Got RoboCop 2, not really my favorite, and then RoboCop 3, which is a PG-13 movie, which was really not that great as well. And cast. What the hell? There's no cast listing on here? Well, that's weird. There's no... Peter Weller, I think he played RoboCop in one movie, and the other two he didn't. It was somebody else. But really cool. You got RoboCop, RoboCop 2, and RoboCop 3. No bonus this, but there is a ton of bonuses on here. Let's take a look at that. So it's well worth getting if you find it for a really good price. So that's all the RoboCop movies. Really great Sandler movie. Kind of sad in spots. It's more like a dramedy, I want to say. They worked really good together, Don Cheadle and Adam Sandler. It's about a man who loses his whole entire family on 9/11 in a plane crash. And he has this problem where he can't listen or talk about his family. He has to put headphones on and listen to music really loud. and he has like mental issues. So yeah, his friend that hasn't seen in years decides to help him out, but didn't work the way he wanted it to. But yeah, great movie, great Sandler movie, and yeah, I think it was produced by Adam Sandler himself as well. It says Madison 23, so I guess that was part of the Happy Madison thing. So, great movie. There's other people in here like Liv Tyler, Donald Sutherland, and whatever. But if you haven't seen it yet, come on, see it. This movie, when I got this for free. I had some, not Best Buy bonus, but I had a gift card to Best Buy. And Risky Business, Tom Cruise's early movies. But this one looks beautiful on Blu-ray. I mean, I didn't have a 4K TV at the time, but this in Blu-ray, it just looked beautiful. They did a really good job at this. And exclusive to the Blu-ray, got a video commentary by Tom Cruise. Plus a 25th anniversary retrospective, original screen tests, director's cut of the final scene. I don't think I've seen that. I've seen the movie. I didn't see the director's cut of the final scene. Yeah, it's got Tom Cruise, Rebecca De Mornay, and Bronson Pinchot's in here. Very funny. And it also has the guy from Revenge of the Nerds, which I can't think of his name. He played Booger. He's in this too. Rush. Haven't seen this yet, but it's a Ron Howard film. So Ron Howard, I'm sold. Role Models. Seen this at the theater. Great freaking movie. I think I've seen both versions of it. So yeah, it's gotta revisit this. The unrated version is 142, an hour and 42 minutes. The theatrical is 1 hour and 39 minutes, and it's just a great, funny movie. Was this an Apatow movie? Not that I can see. Not that I can see. So, there you go. Paul Rudd's always good for a laugh. Romance in the Stone. And, of course, the sequel, Jewel of the Nile, I showed the other day. There you go. Great movie. And this one is directed by Robert Zemeckis. Directed by Michael Douglas. No, produced by Michael Douglas. Directed by Robert Zemeckis. You got Danny DeVito in there, Kathleen Turner, Michael Douglas. And just a great fun film. Glad I found this. I found this at a Half Price Books. This is like the original release of it from Republic. You can see that. Republic, and I think, yeah, it's Lionsgate Republic. Better copy on this, and also better special features, if you could see that. Way better special features. The other film ones didn't have special features, and the transfer was crappy, so yes, I'm glad I found this for a really good price. I think I only paid like 7 something for this, so sign me up for some Schwarzenegger. Liam Neeson, got this at the Dollar Tree, I think. Run All Night. Another one from the Dollar Tree. Russell Madness. Thought I would check it out. People are saying it's really good. It's one of the people who brought some people who made Air Bud. John Ratzenberger's in it. Will Sasso. Any other familiar names? Fred Willard. That's about it that I recognize. But I'm going to check it out one day. Or maybe when the nieces and nephews come over. Who knows? The original, Kevin Costner. Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. But is this the unrated? Yes, it's not rated cut. 155 minutes. Still remember getting the this copy on VHS when it first came out. I was so happy to get it. And I sold it to get the DVD copy, and then I sold the DVD copy to get this, the Blu-ray copy. Don't know if this is coming out on 4K, but it should. Alan Rickman, rest in peace, he's in it. Mary Elizabeth Mastrantonio, Christian Slater, Morgan Freeman, and of course Kevin Costner as Robin Hood. And that's about it. Great movie. It's a classic. I don't want to watch any other Robin Hoods but that. Something I found at the Dollar General, seen many, many times. The Rocky Horror Picture Show. Great musical. Was it a musical horror? I don't know. Tim Curry. I keep doing that. Tim Curry, Susan Sarandon, Barry Boswick. Yeah, classic movie. Rampart. Seen this one on cable. Actually, I had bought it first from the Dollar Tree, and then it was on cable, so I checked it out. It's actually a really good movie. Woody Harrelson is awesome in this movie. Really corrupt cop. Who else is in this movie? Ben Foster, Ann Archer, Ice Cube, Sigourney Weaver, Robin Wright, Ned Beatty, and Steve Buscemi. Really great cast. Really great cast. Highly recommend to pick this one up and check it out. This is from Millennium Entertainment. Rounders. Haven't seen this one yet, but I did get it for a good price from Cinema Sickness. Brand new factory sealed. So, yeah, gotta make time for this. I like Matt Damon, so. Another one I got for a great price, closing Big Lots. Rescue Dawn with Christian Bale and Steven Zahn. It's another one I got from Cinema Sickness, and I'm like, how good is this movie? And he just, you never seen this movie? And he kind of laughed at me, and I'm like, no, I never seen it. Cheesy horror movie called Rubber, a Killer Tire. I gotta make time for this, but I don't see anyone famous in it. But yeah, it's so cheesy. I have to watch. Runner. I remember seeing this, but it must not have been memorable because I don't remember anything about it. But I did watch it. Justin Timberlake. I like his acting. I don't like his. I don't never cared for his singing, but yeah. This one is a good cast. Reach Me, but I never heard of this movie. Bought it at the Dollar Tree, and it's PG-13. It's from Millennium Picture Entertainment. You got Danny Aiello. What year is this? 2014. Does Danny Aiello even act anymore? I don't know. Tom Berenger, Laura Cohen from Walking Dead. Terry Crews, Kevin Connolly, Carrie Ells from Robin Hood Men in Tights, Kelsey Grammer. Don't remember. Don't know that person. Don't know that person. Don't know that person. Nellie's in this. Tom Sizemore, Sylvester Stallone, and Danny Trejo. So I don't know what this movie's about, but it sounded interesting with a cast like that. And yeah, still might be able to find this at Dollar Tree's in their crap section, electronics. One of my favorites, Raised in Arizona, Nicolas Cage, Holly Hunter, and this was directed by Joel Cohen. Joel Cohen, and great comedy. John Goodman's also in here. Yeah, well, we're checking out if you haven't seen that classic. Raven, haven't seen it yet, but this was a Big Lots pickup, I think. John Cusack. Awesome movie. Jamie Foxx won the Academy Award for this. Ray, Best Actor. For what year was this? 2012? Was it? I think so. That's the only date I see on here. Anyway, there you go. Ray. Great biopic. Reservoir Dogs, a Quentin Tarantino classic. And if you haven't seen it yet, it's your loss, because this is a damn good movie. This one I just picked up at a Dollar Tree. Rage with Nicolas Cage. I try not to pick up too many Nicolas Cage movies because he just keeps on cranking out crap. Whatever. It's another recent pickup from Dollar Tree, and that is Return to Sender. Okay. This one I had to see because Jeffrey D. Morgan's in there, Negan himself, Christopher Lee, and Hilary Swank, The Resident. Great Ron Howard film, and Mel Gibson, Rene Russo, Gary Sinise, Ransom, where they kidnap his son. This is the 15th anniversary, but it's probably older than that now, and it's all region. So there you go. This one I never heard of before. Picked it up at the Dollar Tree. It's Ragamuffin, based on the life of Richard Mullins. Never heard of it. Decided to check it out. It is 137 minutes. It's a drama biography. So, yeah. Ragamuffin. Finally, yours are almost done, or are done, with this one. Matthew McConaughey, Christian Bale, Ring of Fire. This movie I've seen a long time ago. I had to get it in my collection. Got it off the Disney Movie Club for like next to nothing. When you buy a regular title, you get like 50 or 60% off of these, and it makes them like next to nothing. This is all region. Gerard Butler's in this too. Did not see that. But anyway, PG-13. It's a good movie. Check it out if you get a chance. This is from Touchstone Pictures and Spyglass Entertainment. That's all of the R's. And that was kind of a long one too. It was like 38 minutes. But if you have any comments or questions about any of the R's that I have here, feel free to hit me up. Leave a comment or question below. And join me next time for the next letter in the A to Z videos. Movie Edge signing off.